Today's recipe is going to be very easy, and what we're going to do to make the Hotteok is first we're going to make the filling with the walnuts and the I have coconut sugar here instead of brown sugar, but those can be interchanged. And I have cinnamon here. Okay, so since this is like a Hotteok hack where you don't have to leave the dough and have it proof. Okay, so the baker's term for leavening the yeast out so that it would expand is called proofing. And so, as I said before, this recipe is really easy because there is no proofing involved. The texture is going to be a little different. So instead of like this chewy kind of gluteny dough, you'll have this nice crispy dough here. And for that, we're going to be using round dumpling wrappers or like wonton wrappers. They're very thin like this, and this will produce like a crispy wonton consistency. And then for the filling, it's fairly simple. I don't really like to measure, but if you want like exact measurements for fillings, you can check out Mong Chi's recipe or Aries Kitchen's recipe for the Hoddeok filling. So what I have here is like, I don't know, just a small amount of walnuts, and I'm gonna just like sprinkle like a ton, or I don't know, maybe like a half amount of coconut sugar here. And like the traditional recipe usually uses brown sugar to produce the syrupy kind of effect. And then cinnamon galore. So now that we got the cinnamon, the brown sugar / or coconut sugar, and walnuts mixed together, we're gonna fill these in and put them into these wrappers here. Here I have is the filling, and we're gonna paste these two together. We're gonna like sandwich them in between two dumpling wrappers. They're not gonna stick together unless you like wet it. So what I'm gonna do is wet this and then pleat it with a fork. Okay, I've wet the edges of the dumpling wrapper, and I'm going to seal it together with the other side. Oops, sorry. I don't have a tripod with me, so it's a little difficult doing things with one hand. I think you get the drill. Voila, it's been sandwiched together, and now it's time to pleat with a fork. This is totally optional. You can just like continue to seal everything with your fingers if you want, but the pleating just looks prettier, I guess. Voila, we have one Hoddeok. Okay, so there we go. We got one Hoddeok prepared right here. What we're going to do is fry it on the frying pan. But before I do that, I'm going to continue making the rest of my Hoddeok. Yeah! So a very simple recipe. No need to make the dough. Just buy ready-made wonton wrappers, sandwich it together with the filling, and you got a very tasty treat after you fry this. Okay, so my Hoddeok is now flipped over, and as you can see, it makes this nice puffy looking wonton looking dessert. I'm gonna flatten this too. How nice and gorgeous and brown looking this is. So you can tell it's ready when you flip it over on both sides and you see that they have this nice brown golden consistency. Be careful not to burn it. The second time around it should fry much faster, so be careful not to burn it. Hi everyone, this is Linda on La Delicia de Linda, and today we are having Hoddeok, I think that's pronounced right, and also paleo fried chicken, broccoli, and some shredded hash onions, I guess. Take a look at that. So the lighting's a little harsh here, but I thought the lighting in my previous position was too dark, so I guess the only way to hack this is to buy professional lighting, but unfortunately I'm unable to do that. Just bear with me or let me know in the comment section if you prefer this lighting or the previous lighting. So this is Hoddeok, I think, and basically it's like a Korean dumpling, honey, walnut, cinnamon, and brown sugar dessert. I know that's a very long description. We sell these as like street food. There's a lot of street vendors that make these. In San Francisco in particular, I haven't seen a place that sells these, but Maybe there'll be a Hoddeok like food truck that pops up sometime in the future. I don't know. But these are really good when they're nice and hot. Right now it kind of cooled down, unfortunately. But I hope you can see how like the brown sugar caramelizes. In this recipe, I use coconut sugar instead of brown sugar. Oh my god, it's just so warm, gooey, and comforting. The whole deck. The onions. That sound, look at that sound. The walnuts just kind of fell out. Okay, so I made another Hoddeok because I love it so much. So it looks like this. Hoddeok. Hoddeok. Why do I always say Hoddeok? It sounds like, the way it's spelled looks like it says Hoddeok, but it's Hoddeok. This one is piping hot because I was a little sad that the other ones cooled down when I was like trying to film and everything. Let's see how a piping hot one tastes like. Ooh. I think it's a little too hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down a little. This seems to have cooled down. Ooh, it's hot. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little bit like really sticky because of the coconut sugar melted. And that's the best part. Caramelized sugar. Oh my god. What else do you need but caramel and chocolate? It's a little nutty, a little cinnamony, and it's lots of warmy goodness. I like to play with my food. This is like the big mommy cookie, and this is the little kitty cookie. Ignore the paleness. I think it's just a light that's making me look ghostly more than usual. The closest thing I could describe, like in the Western sense of what Hoddeok tastes like, is like an oatmeal cookie sandwich with like caramelized center. I don't know. That's a very oatmeal-y taste, but definitely the texture is different. Yeah, the Hoddeok is really good. Hoddeok sounds like Hodor. That's how I remember it, like Hodor, Hoddeok. Hodor, Hoddeok. Hodor with a K. Is that how you pronounce it? If you're Korean, let me know if I pronounce it right. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, like this, thumbs up, put a comment below, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and families. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon in my next video. So take care. Bye-bye.